Julia, you may begin.
Last one, okay? I'm gonna make it fast, not too fast. Okay. So with the show of hands, who remembers taking pink bubblegum flavored medication as a kid? Awesome, okay. Now that we are older and some of us have children, we know that the pink bubblegum medication, flavored medication is an antibiotic. Antibiotics are not only liquid, but they're also made in pills, ointment, gels, and cream. Today I'm going to inform you about the history of antibiotics, the different forms of antibiotics, and lastly, how antibiotics work for the body. So, before antibiotics were discovered, infections and diseases were the #1 causes of death. According to the website ScienceDirect.com, Alexander Fleming was the first to discover penicillin. It was the first natural antibiotic in 1928. Alexander was a student at St. Mary's Medical School in London, where he discovered fungus growing on a culture that he left by accident. The substance that this fungus was creating is known as penicillin. Instead of drugs, it's why do antibiotics come in different forms? In today's world, there are several types of antibiotics. For example, amoxicillin, clindamycin, and sulfaxin. According to the website singlecare.com, antibiotics are sisters to penicillin. So penicillin and amoxicillin, they basically have the same type of drug, and all of them, they kind of do the same thing, but for different things. So like usually amoxicillin is used for, like if you go get a tooth pulled, they prescribe you amoxicillin to help prevent any infection that may happen, because of course you eat, you know, you're chewing, you have an open wound. There's also creams, gels, and ointments to treat any skin infection. So some people may have fungal infections on their feet, or there's a lot of different types of infections. They can have fungus on their nails. So a lot of antibiotics come in different forms. They also come in IVs. So if somebody's admitted into the hospital and they have a serious infection, I would say, like, I'm trying to think of anyways, well, usually when there's a bad infection, they would have to give an IV. And then how do antibiotics work? So antibiotics are used to help fight infections. For example, UTIs, wound infections, tuberculosis. Tuberculosis can be prevented with a vaccine, being vaccinated. According to the website healthline.com, when an antibiotic is taken, its job is to kill the bacteria. When taking an antibiotic, it interferes with either the formation of the bacterial cell or its cell contents. And it also helps block protein production in the bacteria. So overall, I was able to inform you about the first antibiotic, which is penicillin, discovered, the different types of antibiotics, and how antibiotics work to fight the infection in our body. I found this topic interesting to talk about because this is the medication that most of us have taken before. I hope each of you leave here today with a little more knowledge about antibiotics. Thank you.
All right.